Pioneers are explorers. Pioneers are innovators. Pioneers are leaders. We are Marietta College. We are pioneers. Find out how you can become a PIO at www.marietta.edu.
Donald Trump allies accuse Governor DeSantis of campaign violations.
And a snowstorm hits Northeast on Tuesday.
We'll have these stories and more. NewsCenter 15 starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Tuesday's edition of NewsCenter 15. I'm Addison.
And I'm Grant Moore.
Topping our news this afternoon. Honduras President Xiomara announced Tuesday that the governor will seek to establish diplomatic relations with China, which would imply severing relations with Taiwan. The switch would leave Taiwan recognized by only 13 countries as China spends billions to win recognition for its One China policy. Castro said on her Twitter account that she instructed Honduran Foreign Affairs Minister Eduardo Reyna to start negotiations with China and that her intention is to expand frontiers freely in concert with the nations of the world. Castro said during her presidential campaign in 2021 that she would look for ties with China if elected. But once power in her government backtracked those comments, in January of 2022, the Foreign Affairs Minister told the Associated Press that Honduras would continue strengthening ties with Taiwan and that establishing a diplomatic relationship with China was not a priority for Castro.
A powerful explosion in the coal mines in central Colombia that affected 4 other mines linked by tunnels that killed at least 11 people and left 10 others missing, the government said on Wednesday. President Gustavo Petro said on his Twitter account that the recruiters were making every effort to reach the trapped miners. The blast, which was attributed to a buildup of methane gas, took place Tuesday night in the municipality of Sestuosa in Cundinamarca province. Cundinamarca Governor Nicolas Garcia Bustos initially reported 4 deaths, with 2 people recovering and alive and 1 trapped in the mines, but Alvaro Farfan, captain of the Cundinamarca Fire Department, told local media the explosion affected 5 mines interconnected by tunnels, generating a chain blast with a wider impact.
Wonder what the weather looks like today.
Here to provide our first look at the current conditions is Tyler.
All right, so outside right now today, it's a little bit sunny. We had a little bit of a breeze this morning, but that seems to be cooling off, or warming up a bit, I should say. It's about 47, feels like 43. It's a bit cloudy. UV index is about 5, which is about moderate. Air quality is 30, pretty fair. And pollen is up at a 7.1 medium, so all these allergies are definitely coming into season. Well, I love that, and I love that for you. Hope you get your Mucinex out. 7 mile per hour northwest winds with a humidity of 30%. And that's about all I know and have for the weather. Back to you guys with the desk.
Thank you, Tyler. Allies of former President Donald Trump have filed a complaint with the Florida Commission of Ethics accusing Governor Ron DeSantis, a leading potential 2024 primary rival, of violating campaign finance and ethics rules with a shadow run for the White House. The 15-page complaint, filed Wednesday by MAGA Inc., a Trump-supporting super PAC, shared with the Associated Press, asks the commission to investigate Florida's Republican leader for allegedly leveraging his elected office and breaching his associated duties in a coordinated effort to develop his national profile, enrich himself and his political allies, and influence the national electorate. It says DeSantis is already a de facto candidate for President of the United States, citing the governor's meetings with the donators, outreach by allies to potential staff, and his courting of influential Republicans in early voting stages, among other efforts. The complaint asks the 9-member commission, 5 of whose members were appointed by DeSantis, to punish the governor by having him suspended from the office, publicly censored, or fined.
A winter storm dumped heavy wet snow in parts of the northeast on Tuesday, causing tens of thousands of power outages, widespread school closings, dangerous driving conditions, and a plane to slide off a taxiway. The storm's pathway included parts of the New England, upstate New York, northeastern Pennsylvania, and northern New Jersey. Snow totals by Wednesday were expected to range from inches to a few feet depending on the area. About 2 feet of snow fell in parts of northern New York and the Catskill Mountains. And with Indian Lake, New Yorkers, Adirondack Mountains recording 31 inches of snow, Governor Kathy Hochul said areas could get an additional foot by Wednesday morning.
That's it for now. When we get back, California governor declared a state of emergency due to weather.
Stay with us.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, many of us feel anxious. Mindfulness can help you ease those feelings. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer free content to help you stress less. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones, and the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Freelancer site Upwork has just released its latest projections for the most in-demand freelance skills in 2023. At the top of the list is graphic design skills. The Vice President of Talent Solutions at Upwork notes that good design is crucial for business who want to have consistent and cohesive product and connect with their customers. Since business owners are understanding this more and more, they are looking to outsource work to designers and creatives at a higher rate. This can include designing the look and feel of a website, a brochure, apps, and so on. Many employers look to hire graphic designers based on experiences like internships and other projects, and pay rates will vary according to the level of skill, ranging from $24 an hour up to $145 per hour.
The geology of Brazil's volcanic traded inlands has fascinated scientists for years, but the discovery of rocks made from plastic debris in the remote turtle refuge sparking alarm. Metallarg plastic has become entangled with rocks on the island located 708 miles from the southeastern state of Espírito Santo, which researchers say is evidence of humans' growing influence over Earth's geological cycles. This is a new and terrifying at the same time because pollution has reached geology, said Fernanda Santos, a geologist at the University of Paraná.
Tuesday night, California Governor Gavin Newsom expanded a state of emergency to cover 43 of the 58 counties in California as winds and rain took over. Daily rainfall records were shattered Tuesday in Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, and Santa Maria. Rainfall will continue hitting Southern California. On Wednesday, more than 181,000 customers were left without power and electricity across the state. All of this severe weather is caused by an atmospheric river strike. These rivers are long, narrow bands of moisture that can carry saturated air thousands of miles like a fire hose.
Discussing the Silicon Valley Bank collapse on Fox News, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said this bank is so concerning with the DEI and politics that have diverted from the focusing on their core mission. This is zero evidence on the bank's desire to be a desire and welcome workplace had anything to do with its collapse. Rather, SVB was heavily invested with secure bonds. By rising interest lowered the value of the bank's bonds. Clients were spooked and began withdrawing money, a classic bank run.
The Maine lobster industry is suing an aquarium.
Bobby Caldwell passes away at the age of 71.
And what can we expect for the 5-day forecast? I'll be back with you to tell you what's happening. Stay with us.
Where are we?
We're at Marietta College.
This is where we live, at Marietta College.
When kids need medical care, they face life-changing experiences. They miss out on the things that make being a kid fun. Starlight Children's Foundation programs entertain and inspire hospitalized kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
Marietta, a place some people call home.
A place of athletes.
A place of discovery.
A place for the future.
Your plan.
Your future.
Go Pios.
A coalition representing the Maine lobster industry is suing an aquarium on the other side of the country for recommending that seafood customers avoid buying a variety of lobster mostly harvested in their state. Industry groups including Maine Lobstermen's Association are suing the Monterey Bay Aquarium in California for defamation, arguing in a lawsuit filed Monday that their prized catch shouldn't be on a red list published by Seafood Watch, a conservation program it operates. Last year, Seafood Watch put lobster from the U.S. and Canada on its list of seafood to avoid due to the threat posed to rare whales by entanglement in fishing gear used to harvest American lobster, the species that makes up most of the U.S. lobster market. Endangered North American right whales number only about 340, and they've declined in recent years. But the lobster industry is arguing to the U.S. District Court in Maine that the aquarium's recommendation relies on bad science and incorrectly portrays lobster fishing as a threat to the whales. The lawsuit asks the court to force the aquarium to remove defamatory statements from its website and materials, court records state.
Utah's Republican Governor Spencer Cox signed legislation Wednesday that will be next year ban clinics from providing abortions, setting off a rush of confusion among clinics, hospitals, and prospective patients in the deeply Republican state. Administrators from hospitals and clinics have not publicly detailed their plans to adapt the new law, adding a layer of uncertainty on top of fear that if clinics close, patients may not be able to access care at hospitals because of a variety of staffing and cost concerns. With the law set to start taking effect as early as May 3rd, both the Planned Parenthood Association of Utah and the Utah Hospital Association declared the detail on the increasingly fraught legislative landscape for providers in Utah will affect abortion access.
Bobby Caldwell, a soulful R&B singer and songwriter who had a major hit in 1978 with What You Won't Do for Love, and a voice and musical style adored by generations of his fellow artists, has died, his wife said Wednesday. Mary Caldwell told the Associated Press that he died in her arms at their home in Great Meadows, New Jersey on Tuesday after a long illness. He was 71 years old. The smooth soul jam, What You Won't Do for Love, went to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 6 on what was then called the hot-selling soul singles chart. It became a long-term standard and career-defining hit for Caldwell, who also wrote the song. The song was covered by artists including Boyz II Men and Michael Bolton and was sampled by Tupac Shakur on his posthumously released song, Do for Love. The new movie previews are out for Dungeons & Dragons, and we have a first look at the directional debut of Ray Romano.
Hunter has a story in today's Hollywood Minute.
This has fans thinking this is going to be good. Paramount has released a look at some of the creatures featured in Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, from an owlbear to a mimic to a displacer beast and group of intellect devourers. The movie looks to be filled with enough monsters to fill a manual. The adventure begins March 31st. Ray Romano makes his directorial debut in Family Dramedy, Somewhere in Queens, about an Italian-American family and a potential different future for an only child away from the family business. The film arrives in theaters April 21st. Here's your first look at Peter Pan and Wendy, starring Jude Law as Captain Hook. In a movie, Wendy is a young girl trying to avoid going to boarding school. She meets Peter Pan, who is determined to stay young, and joins him on a journey to Neverlands with her brother John and Michael, as well as the tiny fairy Tinkerbell. The movie flies into Disney Plus April 28th. With faith and trust and pixie dust, I'm Hunter Withrow, and in Hollywood Minute, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Hunter. Now we'll head back to Tyler for a look at our extended forecast.
What's the weather looking out?
Well, as you can see, you can't see me. Thank you. Oh, there I am. Luckily, I'm not part of the weather, but this is looking to be like a warm front coming in, since it's green, followed by a little bit of snow and rain coming in right behind that. So don't get your hopes up. That's going to be hot forever. Where there's hot, there's cold. As we come into our little bit of our area here in the Tri-State Valley, today, as you can see, not much going on, not much. There's some snow and rain stuff coming down here. That doesn't really affect us. Over here, though, this is the 5-day forecast, and I don't know which day we're starting with yet. Friday, apparently. Friday, we have a high of 55, a low of 29. It's going to rain as well. Again, that's coming in behind our warm front. Saturday, a high of 40, low of 22, partly cloudy. That cold front's going to be coming back in off of that rain, so it's not going to heat up. Sunday, a high of 39, low of 23, partly cloudy outside. So, and then going into next week, in the following work week, high of 49, low of 24, and mostly sunny on Monday. So it should hopefully look like it's going to be warming up once again. 57 with a high on Tuesday and low 30. Mostly sunny, as we'll stop getting some rain for a while, but I'm assuming that rain's probably going to come back within at least some point next week. And that is all I have in your world of weather. Back to you two at the desk.
Well, thank you, Tyler, for the interesting look at the weather. When we get back, Declan is going to give us an update from the world of sports.
See you in a few.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to the Midnight Snack Run. This is one tricky obstacle course. He's reaching, but he pushes it away. He's approaching a plate of iced cookies. He blows right by him. Oh, the fridge. Looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs the water bottle. Now he's just got to get out of there. Look what dropped from the sky. Don't do it, Dennis. That's the way you execute a Midnight Snack Run. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Marietta College, home of the pioneers. A small town on the Ohio River with a tight-knit community and tons of opportunity. Find a home here at Marietta College. Bring forth a pioneer.
What are we gonna do? Ta-da! All right. Come on, every pony. Woo!
Liza, I just love how ponies are better together.
Me too. You know, same thing with Girl Scouts, Kamiko. Every day they make each other shine a little brighter.
And they make the world around them a better place. So join Girl Scouts.
And be a part of the friendship and magic.
now we're back with Declan for a look at sports.
What's been happening in the world of sports?
I can give you the rundown now. In NFL free agency news, we're on day 3 of free agency. The Dallas Cowboys have released running back Ezekiel Elliott, while the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed quarterback Baker Mayfield. The New England Patriots have also signed Juju Smith-Schuster. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers is expected to sign with the Jets, despite him saying that when he went in the darkness, he was 90% retired and 10% playing. Locally, the Cleveland Browns have made some moves, bringing in Dalvin Tomlinson and Ogbonnaya Okoronkwo, as well as re-signing A.J. Green. They're also rumored to be interested in trading for former Chargers tight end Donald Parham Jr. and Jets receiver Elijah Moore. It will be riveting to see how the rest of free agency plays out. In the world of baseball, USA Baseball has been making waves lately, with some exciting wins and a tough loss in their most recent games. After beating Great Britain 6-2 on March 11th, they took a tough 11-5 loss against Mexico on the 12th. Following that, they bounced back with a dominant performance against Canada on March 13. With a 12-1 victory, the team showed their offensive prowess with 10 hits, some coming against a highly rated prospect in the Rangers pipeline, Mitch Bratt, who is a single-A pitcher. USA Baseball will now face off against Colombia, and depending on how they do, they could find themselves in the quarterfinals at Lone Depot Park in Miami. If they continue to perform at their best, the team could be in a position to win it all, but they must first focus on winning the next few games. Fans will be eagerly watching to see how this talented team continues to perform in the coming days and weeks. Memphis Grizzlies' Ja Morant has been suspended for 8 games without pay for conduct detrimental to the league following his irresponsible handling of a firearm at a suburban Denver nightclub. The NBA investigation concluded that the gun at issue did not belong to Morant and that he did not bring it into the nightclub. Nevertheless, Morant expressed sincere remorse for his behavior and has entered a counseling program in Florida. The suspension covers 6 games he will miss, but he's eligible to play on Monday against Dallas, the same day he's able to rejoin the Grizzlies in the team environment. Finally, Portland Trail Blazers star Damian Lillard has opened up in a rare, introspective way on the Old Man and the Three podcast. Lillard expressed his opinion that the NBA has changed over the years, and not for the better, citing the focus on ring culture and how many believe that the only thing that matters in a player's career is winning a championship. Lillard spoke candidly about how he plays for the love of the game, the competition, and seeing his teammates do well. But now, it seems like that doesn't count anymore. Lillard's perspective challenges the notion that championships are the only measure of a player's success and reminds us that there's more to life than just basketball. It's refreshing to see an athlete open up in such a nuanced way, and so I ask you the question, does it make you think any differently about how we view success in both basketball and daily life? But for now, that's all I have in the world of sports. I'm Declan. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Declan. Now joining us at the desk is Tyler for hopefully our last look at the weather.
Well, unlike our weather map, weathermen will not be appearing out of the sky randomly, so don't expect that in North America anytime soon. But this weather in March seems to have everyone going mad lately. Now, I don't know about what teams you're rooting for in the world of the tournaments, but let's go Kentucky.
No, Purdue all the way.
Purdue, okay.
Personally, I hate basketball, so thanks for joining us for Thursday's edition of WCMO TV, Channel 15 at noon 30 and 6:30. We'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.
Personally, I hate basketball.